Hello everybody and welcome to another live stream Friday. I'm aware that I've been away for, is it 2 Fridays now? I don't remember, but anyways, at least last Friday it was Christmas and my husband was home, so I didn't really want to start doing that. But today, since it's the last Friday of the year, I thought that I'll be doing one of these favorite videos and just a small recap of what's been going on in the year. And yeah, anyways, it is a lot of products, so grab a drink, relax, because it's gonna be a very long live stream. I just know it. I even have my laptop charger behind, or actually in front of me, in case my battery, starts to be too low, so I can plug it into the wall. Today I don't have any Diet Coke or any latte, so I don't really have any drink, which I'm not really happy about, but can't do much about it. Anyways, for those who are interested, the sweater is by Wild Fox, and I don't really like going out with it, but I think that it's incredibly cute because it's like, I don't know if you remember those colored bears. What's the name? Like they had like hearts on their bellies and they were like colored, and maybe they had a crystal. No, they were the trolls, but there were those Care Bears. Yeah, I think they're like Care Bears. And I was like, yay, I can have a Care Bear shirt or sweater, whatever. Anyways, I think I'll start with hair care, then skincare, fragrance, foundations, lipsticks, eyeshadows, powders, bags, candles. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff to discuss about. So mainly those things have been that I've tried throughout the year or in the past few months and I've really liked, and there are things that I will repurchase. So for me, basically favorites are things that I repurchase over and over, or that I have tried and I plan on repurchasing. I might have like transient favorites. That's why I might do like monthly favorites, but they might not stay as staples if I find like something else that I like even more. But all of this here, I have repurchased or I will repurchase, and I'm totally smitten by it. So let's start with hair care. Probably those of you who've been following me for a while know that I love Kevin Murphy. I have tried, not bragging, but I've tried probably over 50 or 60 hair care brands throughout my life. And this has just transformed my hair completely. My hair color lasts longer. The blow dry or styling lasts longer. It's shinier. It smells so good, and it's also cruelty free. And mostly they use a blend of natural ingredients and high-tech ingredients. So this has been the latest series that I've tried. It's also the newest series. Is this Smooth Again Wash and Rinse, and this is with let's see, where is the name? Kukui. Is it Kukui, or I can't find it now, but anyways, it has Monoi. So it's, if you know Monoi, what it smells like, you know the NARS oil, their body oil. Well, this smells similar to that, so I absolutely love it. This is for thick, coarse hair, but I have fine hair that is horribly tangled. It just tangles. You just like touch it once and it tangles, and this seriously helps me control that. It also makes it extremely shiny and flowy. It doesn't eat up the volume that much, considering that it's a shampoo for thick and coarse hair. But the shine and the ability to detangle, and it cuts down my blow drying time to almost half. So I'm really pleased with this. They also have the Smooth Again lotion, which is a heat protectant treatment and styling lotion. That was the first product I tried from the Smooth Again line, and they didn't have this shampoo and conditioner back then when I had that, but I was like, I wish they would make this shampoo and conditioner that would go along with that styling product, because it's my favorite styling product, is the one that I reach almost every time when I'm blow drying my hair. So yeah, if you have hair that's like mine, if you wish, a lot of hair, fine hair, but gets tangly, it can get frizzy, you have a little bit of, or a lot of curls, and it's frizzy and like a little bit, my hair texture is very limp, but at the same time it can have a lot of frizziness. Anyways, this will help. I hope I won't, I'll try to not ramble that long. Next Kevin Murphy product that I actually tried recently, I'm trying to remember. It was in August. This was gifted to me by my mom because I converted her to Kevin Murphy too. Like, now she's also Kevin Murphy obsessed. She doesn't like, or she likes other things too, but she mostly loves Kevin Murphy. So this is their Shimmer Shine, and it's a repairing shine mist. And as you can see, when you shake it, it has these gold particles. And although they look very gold here, when you spray it on your hair, it just gives a glow to the hair. And it's non-oily as long as you don't spritz like the whole bottle. But this has actually like baobab seed oil, vitamin E, vitamin C, babasu nut oil, ferments, peptides. It has a lot of good stuff in here, and this is basically a shine mist. So when you're done, you just like, see, you just spritz it once or twice, and it smells so good. It smells like, have you ever had those amber rocks? You know, the room scenting amber kind of pieces that you could like crack, and it's a little bit oily, and you put it in a pot and you let it stay in the room. Anyways, this smells very similar to that. It's a very ambery kind of scent, but it's also very, I don't know, it's more on the oriental side. So it's a very gorgeous hair fragrance as well. Of course, if you're sensitive to fragrances, then definitely don't go for this because it can be quite overpowering. Next thing is by Living Proof, which I don't really enjoy Living Proof like shampoo, conditioners, masks, but I do enjoy their spray products. And this was a really nice surprise. So it's the Full Dry Volume Blast, and this thing will lift your hair like nothing else. Well, the other thing that comes close to this is the Tease by Redken. That's another favorite product of mine, but this has less residue. It's more on the dry shampoo type of texture, and they say that you blast it all over the hair shaft, but I don't like to do that because my ends, if I apply this on my ends, it will weigh down so much that it will flatten the top part. So I will spray this only on the roots and then let it sit for a couple seconds and shake it so that it distributes evenly and lifts all of the hair. It is extremely nice. Your hair will stay up the whole day. It smells very fresh. It smells like a dry shampoo. So when you use this, it also absorbs a little bit the excess of oil. So you can, for example, reapply this the next day. Or if you have oily hair like me, you can apply this on the roots the day that you wash your hair, and it will slightly absorb the oiliness that comes throughout the day. So yeah, I absolutely recommend this. So this is what I have mostly for hair favorites. I don't experiment that much when it comes to hair. I stick with Kevin Murphy and the products from, what's the name? Living Proof. So I have like the dry shampoo from Living Proof and that Full Dry Volume Blast. And then from Redken, the only thing that I like is their Tease and sometimes a Control 32 hairspray. Now for body, these are relatively new, and I tend to procrastinate when it comes to taking care of my body skin, but lately I've had a lot of dryness and crackiness on my skin, so I decided to take action, and I wanted to introduce you to two products. So one is the MUAC, so Makeup Artist Choice. They have amazing peels. They are, I believe they're FDA certified. They have their own lab, they manufacture everything on their own. They have really potent ingredients in every single product that they're selling, and it is quite affordable. You can also buy samples to try them out before. For example, the peels, you can buy several different peels from TCA to salicylic to lactic, sorry, to mandelic, phytic peels, whatever, in different strength and concentrations. And they have like kits and whatnot. So anyways, let me tell you, when I say that this is the most potent body cream I've ever tried, it is the most potent. And I've had prescription because I have a hyperkeratosis, which is a little bit different to keratosis pilaris, because keratosis pilaris creates these bumps, which I also have sometimes, but hyperkeratosis is just like a layer of excess of skin. Anyways, I've had prescription glycolic treatments for my body, but nothing compares to this. So this has, I believe, 18% of acids in here. It is a combination of glycolic acid, mandelic acid, malic acid, and lactic acid. And then it has like ascorbic acid, retinol, ubiquinone, green tea extract, DMEA, hyaluronic acid, a lot of things in here. Now, I don't use this every night. Like, you have to build up to it, because when you apply it, it can sting. So that's why I say that use it like at first once or twice a week. They also sell a body peel, which is amazing. It's like a body serum that you apply, you let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you rinse it off in the shower, and your skin is just like so glowy and so smooth. Anyways, they do have a step down version from this, which is their glycolic lotion, which they recommend for more sensitive skin. But because I have that excess of skin problem, like excess of skin cells problem, I choose this one, and it truly works. Like, it works brilliantly. I haven't had patches of excess of skin, and I've used this only like twice. So super product. I will repurchase. This thing actually is $24. So if you try to find anything with this concentration of acids, let's say at Sephora, they run from, I mean, there is a body lotion 10% glycolic acid or 10% AHAs, I believe, from Ken & Austin, and it's maybe like $70 or something like that. So definitely check this website out. Whoops. And the next product that I use on top of that, once I've let that one sit, and on days that I'm not using that, is the M61 Hydro Boost Body Butter. This is fragrance free, so it's very good if you are sensitive to scents, because it doesn't have any fragrance. It's also allergy tested, and it's for all types. And this, the reason why I chose this over myriad others, is that one, it has peptides. So this is quite concentrated in palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tripeptide 7 and hexapeptide 8. It also has, let me find it, sodium hyaluronate, and where is the vitamin C? I could have sworn that it has vitamin B5, but yes, it has vitamin C as well, and Centella asiatica and many other things. And this is the texture of it. It's actually, it looks very rich, but once you blend it in, it's very, it doesn't stay sticky, but it gives a nice glow to the skin. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's like the skin is smooth out and very luminous without having any kind of residue. This gave me the legs, like, you know those advertisements for shaving machines in the TV, that the legs are like all smooth and like glistening? It gives that kind of an effect without having, you know, residue. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's like Anyways, probably you can tell. But yeah, this is also 20, is it 24 bucks or 25 bucks, something like that. Also the glycolic acid lotion, the AHA hand and body lotion, you can actually use this in hands, body, and feet, which is very convenient. It's also very liquidy, so it doesn't leave any kind of residue. I'm very sensitive to residue in my body. Like, I don't like the stickiness, and this does not leave any kind of stickiness, as well as this one. So we've covered that. Skincare. I don't have, well, I have a favorite skin cleanser, but I don't have it here with me, and it's by Biologique Recherche, and it's their VIP02 cleansing milk. I absolutely love it. I might repurchase it in the future. It's bloody expensive, so I want to first finish all of the cleansers that I currently own before purchasing that one again. But another of my favorite products for the year, which, as you can see, I'm running out, and I have like 2 more, is the lotion P50 1970. I've tried the lotion P50, the non-1970, and I've tried their new lotion P50 PIG M400, which is like their hyperpigmentation brightening type, like the anti-hyperpigmentation, and I don't really like it that much. It doesn't do much to my skin compared to this one. So this feels a little bit stronger, and it gives me more of a glow than the other, so I absolutely love it. Great stuff. You can read on my blog or website. They're basically the same thing. You can go to my website and read on my blog more about Biologique Recherche. I've written large posts. There is like ingredient lists for most of the products that I currently have or have tried, because I know that they don't publish those. And I know for myself that I want to see what's on the packaging, like what's the ingredients list of the product before I purchase something, in case I have a reaction or there is an ingredient that I don't want to have in my skincare. Anyways, I'll keep on adding more ingredient list of Biologique Recherche products as I purchase them. I have a couple of more that I have to update, but anyways, you can go on my website, which description is always the link is always on the description box, so go there and check it out. Next product is, well, this one is a staple already. If you've been following me, you know that this is always on my skincare. It's the antioxidant hydro mist. So after I've used my exfoliating lotion, I will spritz with this, and this just, I don't know, it does something for my skin that no other mist does. It hydrates, it gives a glow, it sort of almost like primes the skin for anything else to be put on top. So I definitely feel that when I spray this, everything else absorbs way better, and there is no residue on top of my skin. Next comes serum. Sunny Riley Good Genes. Almost done, well, 3/4 of it, a little bit less, almost half done with it. I have already another bottle. I absolutely love this thing. It's great, it's superb, it's I don't know, it's plumping. That's what I notice when I use this, is that it plumps and brightens my skin right away. My husband tried it, he loves it. My mom tried it, love it too. So but it's quite potent. Coming from someone that does TCA peels at 24%, this is quite potent for everyday use if your skin is not accustomed to it. So I would say that go with once every other day if you're not used to it, and then you can build up to once a day. You can also use it as a mask if you apply a thick layer and leave it for 20 minutes, although I'm not really fond of doing that because this thing is quite expensive, and I don't know, if I want an exfoliation, like a deep exfoliation, I'll go rather with something a little bit more economics that does exfoliate more deeply than this. But yeah, maybe if you have a very special event that you need to have your skin super radiant, super glowy, then yeah, you can justify the splurge of using 1/3 of the bottle for a mask. Next comes face masks. So I have the Dermalogica multivitamin power recovery mask. I absolutely love it. It's been a staple of mine for years. I certified through Dermalogica. I absolutely adore this thing. I love it. I've been using it for 8 years. I never go without this mask. There is nothing else that brings back life to my skin like this mask. If my skin is irritated, over-peeled, has been exposed to the sun, it's all breaking out, all going to hell. I put this mask, everything goes back to zen. So you can use it on your lips, you can use it around your eyes. So it's a very, very good multi-purpose mask. It smells amazing. It has tons of peptides. So it has palmitoyl oligopeptide, palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7. It has arginine lysine polypeptide. It has oat kernel extract. It has soy protein, phospholipids, retinol, vitamin C. It has beta carotene. It has a bit of lactic acid just for light exfoliation, like very light, in order for the other ingredients to properly penetrate your skin. That's another thing in skincare. Sometimes they need a little bit of an exfoliation in the product, not enough to exfoliate your skin, but just enough for it to actually do its job. And then there is like a bunch of beautiful oils in here. Yeah, it just is one of my favorites. On that same vein, my new staple for face mask is another Biologique Recherche. I've cut it in half. I'm almost done with it. I have another one as a backup. It's the Masque Vivant. This thing, if you have problematic skin in the sense of oiliness, congestion, acne, oiliness, congestion, acne, this is gonna be your best friend. You have many ways of using this thing. So you can use it on its own, and it's recommended to use it at least every day or every other day if you can't use it every day. This lasts pretty long if you use it every day. I've had it now almost for 2 months, and I'm just starting to run out of it. So it is very thick. It smells like yeasty. So if you don't like yeast smell, you might not really enjoy this, but I like how the bakery yeast smells. And it tingles like very slightly, but it rebalances the skin. This is what it does. It just rebalances. You won't see the result right away, but after a few days or a week of using this every single day, it's like suddenly, you know, if you have a breakout, it will go away much faster than it used to. And the breakouts that you get don't really leave that much of a mark. And whatever breakout you might get, the inflammation goes down, and whatever breakout there was, the inflammation gets down drastically faster. You can also add a little bit of baking soda and water to it for it to become like a foam and really, really, really deep. I don't know how to say it. It will work very deeply on the cysts. So if you have nodules and cysts, try adding a little bit of baking soda. I don't know what's the magic in that. I haven't really looked into it, but I've just noticed that when I have a nasty cyst that just won't go away, when I add the baking soda to it with the water, I put it on, the next day that cyst starts to disintegrate or dissolve. So anyways, another way of using this is by adding the Masque VIP O2. That mask has perfluorocarbonate, I hope I pronounced that well, which actually oxygenates the skin. It's not a gimmick, it adds more oxygen to the skin. You can Google it. So you can mix half and half with this in order to not only rebalance your skin, but also oxygenate and give it more of a glow. And you can also add their serums into this. So you can add like the brightening serum, or you can add the oil control serum. So there is a lot of ways of using this product that if you have an oily skin or an acne prone skin, you might have very different problems at different times. So at one point you might have very congested and oily skin, in which case you will use this with the baking soda and maybe the oily skin serum, and then at sometimes you might have it only sensitive and overly irritated, which you might mix then this with the mask VIP O2, or sometimes you just want really much more glow and just like keeping it in good shape but more glowy, then you add the glow serum to it. So it is a very good base product to have. It is very multi-purpose if you have acne prone skin or oily skin. So definitely recommend it. It was an awfully long explanation, but I hope that this is helpful. Another mask for days that I want the results right away. So with that, the biologic research is not necessarily immediately that you'll see the results. It's more like the next day or like a few days later. With the Glam Glow, this one is for days where I need that pimple to just zap it. Sorry, I'm adding power to, whoops. I have to adjust a little bit this. My bad. I'll be just adjusting. Sorry. I saw my power is going down. I didn't expect it to lose that fast. So when the time comes, I'm gonna. Anyways, I hope we're still on frame. Hey, yeah, good. So when I need things to just zap off or calm really fast, if I have a cyst that I needed to calm pretty much immediately, I'll reach for this one, the Glam Glow Super Mud. This is probably my, I want to say, 7th thingy. Like I've had, I don't remember how many of these. It is very, very good. Now, it is very bloody expensive, so which is why I don't use it month round. I have periods when my skin just looks like crap. It's very oily, very congested, and a lot of cysts. So I'll save this for those times where I really need it, and the rest of the month, the rest just works perfectly fine. So this is another thing. For example, I tend to break out in this area and here, so I'll use this only in these areas because the rest does not need it. What else? Face cream. I've been using this exclusively for a while now, and amazing. It is the Biologique Recherche Crème Dermopurifiant, and this has this kind of consistency. It smells also a little bit like bread dough. It smells like bread dough. It also has like similar color and kind of consistency, but it is very fresh, and at the same time it's quite thick. So this is meant for acneic prone skin that have oiliness, but also if you are not oily but you have acne, this works perfectly fine. It is quite thick, and for me, because it is quite thick, my skin does not dehydrate as fast as if it would be a gel or a lotion. Like that just dries out my skin insanely much. So I really, really love this. This tube, as you can see, there is still a lot left, and I've had it for I want to say 7 weeks or 6 weeks, something like that. I've had it for a good while, and it's just brilliant. So yeah, definitely check it out. Now we're going for eye care. This is almost done. So this has lasted me for 9 months or less, and it's the Neod, or you can check at deciem.com. They have all of their brands, but this is one of their brands, and it is the fractionated eye contour concentrate. This has so many good things. I urge you to check their website to see the science behind it. It's very, very good, like insanely good. It does not irritate the eyes at all, and I have very, very sensitive eye, which is why I don't wear that much makeup often, and most days I don't wear eye makeup because my eyes are very sensitive. And it's just beautiful. It's like a serum consistency. You only need a tiny drop and it just hydrates right away. It, for me at least, it reduced dark circles and fine lines really, really well. I absolutely love this thing and I'll repurchase it. And the next new thing that I purchased is from La Bella Figura Beauty, and it's the Découverte Under Eye Repair Serum. It's what it looks like, and it's actually a roll-on oil. So this is like all organic, natural product if you're into that. I personally like to use oils and oily balms under my eyes. It tends to keep everything more hydrated, and because I have insanely dry eyes. And by the way, I know that this is like leaking there a little bit of, oh well, my eyes started to randomly water, so that's why. Yeah, so you apply just a tiny bit on the daytime and pat it, and on nighttime you can apply a little bit more, and don't pat it, just let it sink in throughout the night. This has made an enormous difference in my eye area. Like, I wanted to see if this really works, so I stopped using this and I used this exclusively for a week, and it has really brightened the darkness. I'm like shocked because I don't need to use that much concealer or correcting. So yeah, and whatever concealer that goes on top, it actually stays pretty well. Now, if you have severely oily eyes or whatever, you probably won't like this, but yeah. Next product is Armani Prima, and this is their day-long skin perfector trouble zones. This works so well that I don't use it every day, otherwise my skin is going to be too dry. So this actually controls sweat and controls oil on your skin, and you can apply it a little bit on your eyelids and on your T-zone or all over your face if you're very oily, and this stuff makes your foundation last forever. My foundations tend to break down because I have, surprise, oily skin, and not only that, but I use sunscreens, which eventually they will give some kind of oily residue, because I cannot use the mattifying types because that dry me down or dries me out too much. So absolutely, absolutely love this stuff. You only need the tiniest amount. The scent is gorgeous. If you've used their Armani Privé Rose d'Alexandrie fragrance, this is the same fragrance, of course, in a much more toned down version, but it's the same kind of scent. It's a very light rosy scent, and it really does work. Like, I wasn't a big on primers. I've never been, because for me, they were just a waste of money. Like, you just should have a good skincare and a good sunscreen, and that should do it. But I come to appreciate more. This isn't a pure priming product. It is more of a skincare / priming product that you add on to your routine. And yeah, definitely recommend it. They have for dehydrated skin. They also have for very dry skin. So it's not just for oily skin. They have like a wide range of priming products. Next is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is amazing for removing the powdery residue after you've set in, or if you see that your foundation is slightly cracking, you can spray this on, and it's sort of, for some reason, makes it blend better. Like, it blends in. I don't know what kind of magic it does, but I really, really like it, and it helps the skin to not dehydrate faster. At least to me, when I'm wearing makeup, it can dehydrate faster. And on the same vein, this, I know that this is not available in the US, but I'm just saying that if you travel to Europe or France, specifically France and UK, check out the Bioderma Hydro Bio, the SPF 30 moisturizing anti-UV mist. This is beautiful. Like, this one gives of a, how can I say, glowy glow. This gives of a radiant glow. So this has like hyaluronic acid. Let's see if I can find ingredients list. It has niacinamide, vitamin E. It has rhamnose. a lot of good stuff. So, and it has SPF 30 PA2+, which isn't the greatest UVA, but it's very good to reapply your sunscreen. Like you just spray this thing all over and you have hydrated, beautiful skin and your makeup stays in place. So love this. Skin Medica Total Defense Plus Repair SPF 50+ sunscreen. This is their water resistant edition. Absolutely love it. It is a cream. It comes in a beautiful pump. It is a cream, very thick cream, but it's not oily in the single bit. It dries down a little bit tacky, which makes it amazing to apply foundation because the foundation really sticks to it. Now, I cannot wear this in the colder months because it's too drying for my skin type. It is also very water resistant. Like I would use this when I go to the gym and it just, you can see that it doesn't budge because it leaves a slight white cast because it has 10% zinc oxide. So it's a blend of mineral and chemical sunscreen. And yeah, it has, as I said previously, probably one of the highest UVA that is possible to find in a sunscreen in US. Because as you know, a lot of sunscreen ingredients aren't approved in the US, and those are far superior in terms of protection for UVA and UVB. So this one probably is one of the best sunscreens that you can find, along with Dermalogica. But if you are exposed to more sunlight, I go for this one. So this one I use spring, summer over here in the US. If I go to Finland, I don't necessarily need this kind of sunscreen. I can go with something like from Dermalogica. Their super sensitive shield is gorgeous. That's what I'm actually using nowadays when it's winter time here. The Dermalogica A-Smart Dynamic Skin Recovery, amazing SPF 50, or the Dermalogica Primer SPF 30. All of those are great options. But if you need something that's more advanced, this also protects for the infrared, and it also has a clinically proven anti-aging ingredient. You can go on their website and check the before and afters that were actually done on a clinical setting, and it's not just like anecdotal, like it's not just people telling, but it's actually something they measured. Go check them out. Now, for fragrance, there are 3 that are standing out, and these 3 happen to be, I believe, from this year, or one of them I think is from last year, and 2 of them are from this year. So, Byredo Pulp, I love this stuff. It's so fresh. It's like a fresh fig scent. It's fig leaf, and it has, I believe, blackcurrant or blackberry in there. I'm not sure right now. And this reminds me a little bit of IKEA. You know the scent of wood, of their light polished wood for that they use in many drawers and organizers and things like that. Do you know that like woody scent? It's not that rich oriental wood. It's more of the birch fresh wood scent. This reminds me of that. Of course, it's much more sweeter and stuff, but it reminds me of that. It's a beautiful fragrance. I especially love it for spring, summer. And Rose Noir is, it smells like rose, but it does not smell like a sexy rose or a voluptuous rose. It smells more of an edgy rose, like a punky type of a rose, very dark. Like this is the type of rose that I would wear with black lips, for example, or dark lip or something like that. It is beautiful for winter time. I absolutely love it for winter. It's gorgeous. It's not a sweet scent per se. It's more of a like rosy, oh gosh, it's hard to describe it. And finally from Serge Lutens, L'Orpheline. This is in, I cannot describe it, but if you like Serge Lutens, what was it? Gris Clair, you will definitely love this one. Gris Clair is more incensey. It has a little bit more of a warmth. This is more metallic. It's It's fresh, but it's very opulent. It's hard to describe. I love it. Now we're done with that one, so let's go with makeup. Let me grab the stuff. Oh, another item that I had for hair is this brush. I love this brush. I normally used to hate to blow dry my hair because of the brushes. They would tangle in my hair and they would take forever to just blow dry it. With this one, it's just like boom, boom, done. And it is the nanothermic Olivia Garden ceramic iron. So let me see. And it is the NT54, so it's quite a large barrel, but that makes it so that you can grab a lot of hair, and it creates a lot of volume when you're blow drying with this, and it also does not tangle with your hair, and it doesn't hurt too, so that's great. I'm trying to put all of the items over here so that I can focus on that. I apologize for this because they just fell behind. I don't know. I miscalculated how to organize my things, so I'm in a new spot now also because my usual room is taken by Muffy. He's actually sleeping and it's very dark there, so that's why I just came here. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful 2017, you too. Thank you very much. So, going on, I don't know it's bleeding over here, like, better? Anyways, so we'll start with foundations because I know that a lot of people that are watching me on this channel are actually interested in foundations. So I have a bunch of foundations that are my favorite for this year. So let's start. Makeup Forever Ultra HD. By the way, I tend to keep my stuff in boxes. I don't know why. I like it, but anyways, this is the foundation and it's in shade Y205. Absolutely love it. Very beautiful, medium coverage, very natural finish. If you want something like this, but you don't want to spend the money for this, check LA Girl Pro Foundation. They don't have a color as light as this, but they have a white, which you can mix with their lightest color to achieve a similar color to this. So yeah, that's very similar to this one. Next is the Josie Maran Vibrancy in RG5. I absolutely love this stuff. It has leaked a little bit. I'm probably almost done with this, but this is super great. Even if you have oily skin, oily acne prone skin, this will just calm the skin beautifully. Like, I use this on days that I have a lot of breakouts and a lot of inflammation, because not only it has almost full coverage, but it also calms the breakouts. So yeah, beautiful foundation. This is also closer to NW05, not quite, but close to that. Next one is from La Prairie, and this is the Skin Caviar Concealer in Tender Ivory. It's not exactly my shade, but I don't mind. It's just gorgeous, and it comes with the concealer on top, which is also gorgeous. Definitely love it. I reserve this for more special occasions when I want to have a really flawless skin, because this has almost full coverage and it just lifts the skin and it just gives a beautiful glow. So next is from Cover FX, and this is their custom cover drops in N10. It is slightly dark, but I mean, it is a wonderful product because it can make your foundation go from medium to extremely full coverage with a few drops. You can also use it with your eye cream as concealer, or your Tinder moisturizer or sunscreen or whatever. So great, great, great product. This does not alter the finish of your foundation, so it just adds pigment. Another one that I've been using a lot lately, and this is more of my match, like it's almost identical. It's the Maestro Glow from Giorgio Armani. It has SPF 30. It's the Maestro Glow Nourishing Fusion Makeup in the shade 0 White. And you have to shake it because it has some oil, so it's biphasic. And then it comes in a gorgeous pump. And this has, I want to say, a light to medium coverage. Another one that I've been really liking is the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation in N0. Now this I don't use on my whole face. As you can see, I'm almost hitting pan. Or you can actually already see the pan. This I love to conceal my acne, especially if I'm using like something sheer like this. I'll go with this to conceal like the acne scars or whatever. And I also love to use it as an under eye concealer. It's really, really good for that purpose. And yeah, and it has also SPF 30. So I like to use that under eyes just for the added protection. For concealers per se, the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Concealer in NX Light. This is way lighter than their other NX Light concealers, and it has a lot of pigmentation. It sits very well on the acne, which is something that I can appreciate because not all concealers sit well on top of acne. Some of them can make your acne look worse and crusty and whatnot. And this also lasts all day. And specifically for under eyes, I have 3. So I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer in Y21. This is almost done, but this is more of a medium coverage. So I will not use this with my usual under eye darkness. Like this is for days that my under eye darkness is good, not as dark. And yeah, it is pretty fluid. And then for color correcting, I have the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. That's what it looks like. You can apply this under your concealer, over your concealer, or on its own. And it smells like, I want to say like a lip balm. The texture is also similar to a lip balm, so don't over apply this or it might just crease. And this has a light pinky peach with a slight pearlescent finish. And then one of my all-time favorites, well, all-time from now, it's the Becca Backlight Torrid Color Corrector in Violet. So it might sound strange, but I use actually this under my eyes and it brightens insanely much. Like it just, I don't know, it does something. It just brightens beautifully. So I'll use this on days that, for example, I use my white foundation. So because my skin is very, very fair, I just want to brighten a little bit under my eyes, and this is very sheer, so I don't want to have a very heavy concealing under my eyes. So I'll use this and it just brightens it, and yeah, very, very, very nice. For some liquid highlighters, I have from Cover FX. So I have like the mini and the large one, and this is their custom enhancer drops, and this one is in Celestial. So this is more of a pinkish silver color. It is the lightest color. This is also, it's very beautiful. It's the same formula as the foundation drop, so it will not alter your foundation or concealer texture. It will just add the pigment. This one I love for regular highlighting, and this one, which is the shade is Moonlight, which is a peachy color. Let me show you my hand. I've been actually using this a lot as a blush. So here it is. Here. I've been using this a lot as a blush. It just gives a slight color and a lot of glow. And also another trick that I've been doing is that I use a drop under my eyes. And because this does not, it just, when it evaporates, the medium, it leaves the pigment on, so it's like you cannot feel anything, it's just the pigment. So I'll apply a dot under my eyes, and this actually counteracts any deep blue that you have, because it is slightly peachy. And also when you apply your regular concealer on top, it will make it look so glowy and beautiful that it's like you've used something like YSL Touche Eclat. So I like these Cover FX custom drops because they are so versatile. You can use them in many different ways. You can highlight with them, you can prime your eyes for eyeshadow, you can use them to color correct and highlight under your eyes, you can use it as a blush if you know it matches your skin tone. But yeah, super stuff. I recommend checking them out. Favorite powder of the year for setting my whole face has been the Cover FX. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Cover FX. It just happens to be a brand that I've fallen in love this year, and I really put them through the test, and they have passed all of my tests, so I recommend them and I love them, so that's why I'm talking about them. Anyways, this is their illuminating setting powder in light. This is very, I want to say almost on the hydrating side of powder. So this isn't really that great to bake with if you're into baking, but it sets everything beautifully. And if you like the idea of setting your makeup, but you don't like the idea of having a powder on your face, then I would suggest you check this one out. It is slightly luminous. I'm not sure if you can tell. No, probably not, but I'm gonna try and swatch it here. There. Let's see if you can see now. Yeah, there. And it sort of smooths out your foundation and your pores and your lines and anything. It just makes the skin look so much better. And yeah, it's great for under eyes as well. And another powder that I've been loving to contour with is the Cellular Treatment Loose Powder from La Prairie in the shade 2. So this is their darkest. It's translucent too. And I've loved to contour with this, but also if I use darker foundations like La Prairie or something like that, I will set it with this and it looks gorgeous. It is a gorgeous product. It also comes in the packaging. It comes with the big jar, and it also comes with the small jar that is like a travel size, and you can like refill it from this one. So there is a lot of product for the price. It comes out roughly the same price as this one per gram, or like the Laura Mercier, except that you have to shell out more money at once when you're buying this because it's a larger size. Let's go with lips. So this year I've been impressed by the lipstick I'm wearing now, which is from Bite Beauty, and it is the color Kill. And their new series of lipsticks, which are called the Amuse Bouche, are really good, like really good. So this is the color of the lipstick. It is a very deep green, and I've been using it with this new lip liner from NYX, which is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely Turn On waterproof extreme color lip liner in the color Revolution. I'm gonna swatch it. So here it is. So that's one of the lipsticks that I've been like, wow, about this year. And then it came to Armani. So this must be my favorite lipstick lip product formula of forever. Well, I said the same about the Armani Lip Maestro, but I tend to like Armani lipsticks a lot. So these are the new lip magnets by Armani, and they are stunning. Like, this thing is 1/4 the thickness of liquid lipsticks, so you almost don't feel it on your lips. This one looks like. This is the color Eccentrico 501, so it's their most neon pink color and also their most staining color. So once the actual lip product is gone, your lips will be stained in a very beautiful pink, so it's gorgeous to reapply just a lip balm or go over with this. This is another great thing about this product, is that you can reapply it without it crusting up or feeling like dry or weird like with many liquid lipsticks. And it dries down to a very lip finish, like natural lip finish. It's not matte, it's not shiny, it's just like lip finish, and it also seems to plump up the lips. I don't know how or why, but that's what I've noticed, and I've just been obsessed with this. So the next one that I purchased after that one is the color Maharaja 500, and it is equally bright but a little bit deeper color. There. And after that one, I wanted to try a nude-ish type, so I went with I think it's nude or skin or something like that, but it's the 505. And there it is. Well, for me, it didn't turn out to be nude. Like on my skin, it's quite dark, but it's supposedly the nude one. But yeah, those are it. I'll probably purchase many, many more for my collection. And now, at least in the US, you can customize them. So they'll write your message or name on the lid if you order them online. Another thing that I've been loving this year, and I'm going to repurchase another one, is the Zelens Lip Enhancer. This is a formula before they came out with the new color. So this is the color light pink, and they have also color natural, which is more of a natural pink. And this is a, I want to say, a quite intense pink for lip balm. And I love to, as you can see, is the same shade family as this. I tend to gravitate towards brighter pinks, but this is incredibly good lip balm or lip treatment. It's like the Dior lip glow, but it has so many peptides and vitamins and beautiful oils and conditioning agents. So yeah, I love to apply this once the liquid lipstick has worn off and there's only a stain. I'll use this on top to rehydrate my lips and add a little bit more of color. And sometimes I'll go over with the lip magnet on top of this one. But yeah, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous thing. Like you close it via a screw mechanism. And yeah, is this a Lens lip enhancer. So there's that. I'm gonna grab more products. Let's see. Actually, I don't have that many more. Like, we've gone through a lot. So the next favorite have been the Anastasia Modern Renaissance and the, yeah, mostly Anastasia Modern Renaissance, which I've actually depotted because I hated the packaging. It just felt so cheap and I wasn't able to see the colors that were inside. Anyways, this is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I really, really, really love it a lot. And on the same note, I have the Lime Crime Venus, the Venus 1 palette in here. And it's also nice, but it's not as creamy as the Anastasia. Anyways, these two have been definitely a highlight of my year. I've really, really especially loved the Anastasia one. I've used it the whole summer. That was the only palette I was reaching for. And then, of course, the VZ-Art palettes. I have a bunch, but I'm just showing one here. I love them all, but probably my favorite is the Dark Matte. Is the most like me in terms of colors. I just love, 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 love this one. And it's so pigmented, so versatile. Like I've used it for contouring, I've used it for eyeliner, I've used it to make like special effects. Like it's very, very versatile product. Also as a blush. Yeah. And on the same note, for eyes, the eyeliner that I've been smitten with is this Chanel Stylos Yeux waterproof in their shade Eros 928. If you want to see swatches of all of my reddish toned eyeliners, go on my Instagram. It's on the description box down below, as always. And yeah, it is an automatic one, and I have already 3 backups of this. I really like it a lot. And another one that I truly love is the Kat Von D Lightning Liner in Ludwig. So this looks exactly of the packaging, like it's insanely bright. I'm not gonna refill it, but you can see it's very, very bright. It is metallic. It's a metallic bright copper, and it lasts on the day, all day long on the eyes. Same note as Kat Von D. So this has been also one of the highlights, not pun intended, of my year, and it's the Alchemist holographic palette. And definitely my favorite. I don't like this middle one. I don't know, I don't like the glow of it, but my favorite is definitely the blue sapphire and the green. Both of them I adore. Then of course the opal, but the opal is less special because you can find MAC pigments that have the same finish and texture. So yeah, but overall it is a gorgeous palette. I love the hologram effect. Well, you cannot see it here, but on daylight, or let's see if no, doesn't want to pick it up, but it changes colors, so that's neat. For blushes, or since we're on a highlight, this is highlight slash blush for me, and it's the Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Pink Glow. There. So I can use the white parts as highlighter, but if I mix them together, it's more of a very, very glowy blush for me. And my mom loves it. She wants one. It's just, I recommend this to everybody because you can get like highlighter and blush in one. So sometimes I'll just take this when I'm traveling, when I want both products. And another of my favorite blushes for the year is from Chanel, and is the Rouge Profond number 320. And it was from their summer collection, Les Rouges. And it is a gorgeous red color, really, really gorgeous. It is more on the berry, but it's a warm berry compared to a cool tone berry. And this was from my dear friend Julia. She sent it to me as a gift. She's wonderful. She really knows my taste. She really knows what I like. And every time she's sending me some package, like, she really knows what I like. And I'm always so excited about everything that I receive in the package. She's amazing, wonderful. I'm grateful for having her as my friend, not because of these, but just because she gets me. So she's an awesome buddy. Every time like I have some kind of a, I don't know which makeup to buy, or like I want to talk about makeup or anything, I reach out to her because she's just wonderful. So it's the Pure Color Blush from Estee Lauder in the previous formula, not the new formula, in Poppy Passion. So as you can see, it is very similar to the Chanel one, and it is stunning. Like, it just is stunning. I don't know how to say it else. It is the exact color of when I'm flushing, like if I'm working out or running or something. My cheeks tend to have this undertone. So yeah, I'm so happy about that. Finally, for brushes, I've reached out to 4 crazily this year. One of them is the IT Cosmetics. It comes in their contour kit. There are 2 brushes in there. This is amazing for blending the Cover FX cream foundation or any cream foundation. When you have a pimple and you try to blend it, but it like blends everything and the pimple still shows through, try this one. I grab a little bit of the product and I pack it on, and then I feather out the edges, and it just looks beautiful. And then this other side, it's great for the product like this one that's very liquidy. And then for other foundations, the Expert Face Brush from IT Cosmetics. No, sorry, this one was from IT Cosmetics, and this one is from Real Techniques. And then my usual MAC beaten up eye brush, and then the Bobbi Brown Face Blender. I love this one. So yeah, for candle, let me grab it. Oh, let's see if I can grab it better from here. So for candle, this has been a revelation. It's the Trish McAvoy Wild Blueberry and Vanilla. It smells insanely good. Like even if you're not burning it and you keep this thing open, it will smell the entire house. It's that good. Okay, for accessories, of course, I have to add in this because this has been like one of the highlights of the stuff that I've received this year. And this is from a relatively new brand, and it's called Hill and Friends. They are composed of Emma and another lady. I don't remember their names, but they used to work as, I think, creative director of Mulberry and other brands. So they know really well about bag making, but their concept is more of a fun, happy type of a bag. And when I saw this bag on their fashion show, I was like completely in love with it, but it was just a sample, which then I kindly contacted their customer service and they told me that they might have one for sale. So I got it, and I mean, isn't she gorgeous? Like, it's a neon pink high-end bag. Like, the pricing is more on the, it is a little bit more than Mulberry, so it's around Mulberry, around there. So it is like Mulberry quality. It's handmade, made in the UK. It's made, I believe, in the same area as Mulberry is made, and it has oxblood suede inside. You have the happy padlock, which this is so cute. It is like a happy face, and you can of course size it up or down, and it attaches inside, so it has magnets in, and it's a gorgeous bag. If you want to check them out, I'm going to leave the link down below. Again, not sponsored. I'm not a sponsored YouTuber. Anyways, they make gorgeous things. So if you're into brighter colors or more fun styles, but you like Mulberry, you like Burberry, you like that type of a classy look, then definitely check them out. They are incredible quality, incredible customer service, and definitely this is my dream bag. Like, I've been wanting a neon pink bag forever, and I tried first time to get one. Celine had a neon bag, but it was sold out by the time I realized it. Mulberry ended up having a patent leather neon pink bag. It ended up sold out. Then 3 years ago, I saw a beautiful neon bag at the Paris airport. It was from Marc Jacobs, but it was sort of like a fabric texture that I didn't like how it felt. It felt very cheap. So I was like, I would really want to have something that's more of a high-end thing, but is at the same time very happy, very neon, and yeah, not too serious, but still classy. Like when you open it, it has that beautiful oxblood suede. It's very Mulberry, but at the same time, it's a happy bag. It's called Happy Bag, by the way, in the color Happy Pink. And they have many other styles now that are the same color, Happy Pink. And I think they're running a sale, so you should definitely check them out if you're hunting for a bag. And the next one that has been another of my favorites that I got on sale is a Longchamp. I've actually added my little touch. So it is sort of like, I call it a doctor bag, and it's actually a little bit squished out. So let me pull it down. It's actually very big, or quite big for the bag. So it is sort of a doctor bag. You know, like in the 17th century or 18th century, they had these black hard leather bags, the doctors, where they opened up and they had, you know, all of the potions and things. So this is the shape, and it's from Longchamp, and it is very big when you open it up, but when you're holding it like that, nobody can reach in because the thing is so stiff when it's closed like this that, you know, it makes it harder for pickpockets. It is, but you know, once you do like that, you have full access to the bag. I've added a little green pom-pom and my favorite little buddy from Coach. It was from last winter. It's like a penguin, and it has like nice compartments here, like where you can keep your Metro card or, you know, Oyster card or something like that. And over here I have my another owl reflector. If you're not familiar, in the Nordic countries and from where I come from in Finland, we use a lot of reflectors so that, you know, you avoid accidents. Cars can see you, bikes can see you, because this thing, whenever there's a little bit of light, it flickers, so it reflects it, and that makes you, like, you know, there's an object that's moving, so they will slow down, especially at night. So yeah, this is a very dark green. It is almost the green as my lips. As you can see, it is very similar green. And yeah, so this has been another of my findings. I found it at Nordstrom Rack, and yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any style code for it. And I was surprised to like this thing because I don't usually like Longchamp. I feel it's very classy lady, which I'm not really a classy lady by any means. So before I added those things, it looked pretty bland. That's another thing I wanted to say. If you have a bag that you're not really fond of, try to find little charms to it to make it a little bit more fun so that you will reach out for it more, which is what I did with this one. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my yearly favorites. I think I don't have anything else to say. I've gone through, I'm seeing here like there is a little big mass of items that I've gone through, and oh yeah, maybe another thing that I can put in my favorites, my nail artist, like, she is amazing. By the way, this is a glow in the dark nail, which I wish I could show you guys, but it's hard. And I really, really like her because she does awesome nails for me, so, or for everybody, but I'm talking about my experience. Anyways, that's everything for 2016. I've gone through some rough patches this year. If you're not familiar, which probably most of you aren't because I don't talk very much about it, I was diagnosed with a mast cell disorder, which I've had since I was born. I've been sick since I was born. Like, sometimes I cannot function and sometimes I can function like almost normal. But yeah, it affects all of my organs, my skin, pretty much everything, because there are mast cells everywhere in your body, which are a very good thing. Like, they help with a lot of processes with the immune system, but in my case, they're crazy. So I can die because of them. So anyways, I was diagnosed with that, which was a very big relief because I've been taking all kinds of medications, which they helped, yes, but nobody was able to tell me why they were helping. And it made, like, you know, suddenly my stomach would not work, and it was like there was really no reason for it. They weren't able to find anything structurally wrong with it. So it was like many organs not working like they should, and there was really nothing they could find for that. So it's been a relief that finally I have a team of doctors that are able to understand what I'm going through, and they appreciate my input, and they trust that what I'm saying is, you know, I'm not making this up or something like that. And they are, you know, willing to research and willing to be open-minded for a lot of things. So that's awesome. I couldn't be more happier with the doctors that I'm having now. It is a chore to have to go to 8 different specialists rotating throughout the month. it is like a full-time job at times. It feels like that. So it was a positive highlight for me, because I've been, ever since I was a baby, I've been sick, and I've had all kinds of medications, all kinds of side effects, all kinds of hospitalization. And yeah, so it was a highlight, but at the same time, probably you cannot say that it's completely a highlight, because I would like to be disease-free or illness-free, but unfortunately it's genetic and I cannot change that. My mother has had something like that, not as severe as me, and so I got it, but I got it way worse. What else? I finally graduated, which, if you're now beginning to understand, I've been very sick, so that has been very hard for me. At times I thought that I was going crazy because my brain wasn't working. I wasn't able to memorize anything, like nothing. I would just stare at the page and I could not understand. Like, I had to have people read it out for me, and still I could not comprehend what was being told to me at times. So I'm like, wow, I have graduated and I'm a physicist. That's really mind-boggling for me. That was definitely a big highlight of the year. Another thing, I've got my sports nutrition and nutrition diploma, which in some countries is considered as nutritionist. I was able to complete that this year. I'm also very, very happy about that. I've also been very happy to be fortunate to travel 3 times to visit my family in Finland, especially my mom, because we are very, very close. Like, probably she's, like, I have only a few best friends, and she's definitely on the top of best friends. So we are very, very close, and we talk, like, I want to say sometimes many hours per day. Just random things, like, what shall I cook, and why are you looking at the internet, like, what shall I buy? And anyways, I love her very much, so I'm very, very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful I have a very understanding and nice husband who's, like, very supporting and understands that, I'm sick, and understands that part. And I have a great pet. I love Muffy. Muffy is my little baby, my life, my little cutie pie. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh, another of my highlight, which just happened today. I don't like to finish the year without plans and some kind of active plan. Like, I'm not just writing, I'm gonna do this. I actually start doing it the moment that I write it out. So I was like, I want to finish my master's degree, because I already started it while I was undergrad. Because I was like, I had already done the thesis work. So if you're not familiar with the European system, in Europe, the bachelor's degree, you actually write a thesis work, which is 30 pages, 50 pages. It depends on what your field is. And I'd already done my thesis work a while ago. So I did part of my master's degree. I did already, like, a conference poster presentation and whatnot. And I wanted to take action for that. So I registered for my last master's course, which will start in January. And I'm going to study pharmacology and medical chemistry. I've already done medical physics for my other course, so my master's would be medical physics and medical chemistry. And yeah, so I wanted to do that so that I wouldn't end the year without, more substance. I did want more substance in my year. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've just, basically my year has been focusing study, work, my health. That's been it. Also, my grandmother and my uncle's wife passed away. It was at the end of last December and in January, so that was also a small blow. But yeah, I think overall it's been a good year. Like, despite everything, it is a good year. I was in the hospital like just a few weeks ago, and my pancreas just went crazy. It got inflamed, so I wasn't able to eat. So I had to stay many days without eating, so that it would, you know, my digestive system would take a rest. I've been through quite some things, but yeah, overall very good. I'm very happy. Has been very productive, and yeah, I hope that your year has been also very good. Even if you have like downs, like, keep going. That's the only thing that there is to it. And I always say to people to make plans that you take action right away. Don't wait for weeks, or no, just if you want something, you write it down, and you write down small steps that you need to take in order to go after those. And if you have something that you cannot do right away, plan it an exact day that you can start doing it. And when you wake up, always remember that goal on your head. Always remember what you want right now and in the future, so you can plan out your day and you can plan out your actions that will bring you closer to that goal. Because it's those small steps that you make throughout the day, those small actions that you might not think that they count, but they actually do count. Mentally, they do count a lot, because they keep you on track and they keep you going towards the direction that you want to go. So definitely don't make New Year's resolutions like to start, I don't know, on the 1st and then give up on the 15th. Write something today, put it down, and start doing something like tomorrow, like right away. Don't wait for the new year, just start doing. And another thing that at least to me has helped me a lot, I have a slightly nihilistic philosophy to life, in the sense that I expect the worst, I expect bad to come, I expect reality to be there. I don't think in a negative way. I'm always trying to be positive. I'm always pretty much happy where I am, even though the situation might not be what I want it to be. But I try to always think in the way that there's going to be bad things happening, whether I want them or not, and I cannot influence them, because in many cases they are not direct actions from me. What I can do is monitor and control how I react to them, so that I don't make it way out of proportion because of my actions. So that is something that I try to tell to people, to always ground yourself in reality, in the sense that there's going to be a lot of bad things happening in life. And you can grow a lot from them. You can learn so much from bad things. Like, it gives a lot more than good things. Good things make you content for a moment, but bad things make you grow incredibly much, and they make you see life in a much more, I like to think it so that it adds, you know, like, let's say you start out with life as black and gray. So you have two colors and all of the possible depth of colors that you might have with black and gray, black and white. Then as you have experiences, let's not try to classify them as bad or good, but usually more on the bad sense, as people like to say, you start to add more colors. So you have more pixels of colors, and you start to see life in a different perspective. And if you use it to your advantage, you will see it in a very colorful way. You will see your life much more clearer, with much more perspective and much more sense of purpose, than if you just dwell on, you know, bad things aren't going to happen, and when bad things happen, you're like, why are bad things happening? It's not fair, it's not good. Well, that's not going to help anybody. Like, it doesn't help you to have that mindset, it doesn't help me, doesn't help them. It just doesn't do anything for you except make you feel bad and dig you downer, and your self-worth and self-esteem going downer. So when bad things happen, try to look it in a way like, what can I gain from this? What can I get out of this? What can I make out of this situation? And in many cases, it's not right away, but you have to come to accept those situations when they come. Of course, we're all entitled to have, like self-pity moments, but just snap out of it as quickly as possible. And when you start to accept that those things are happening, you cannot do anything about them, you can just control how you react, and that eventually something will come out of it, whether it's, new life experience, new perspective, you learn to be more careful, you learn to distinguish between what you want in life, or what you want in certain characteristics of yourself and of people. And yeah, I'm just rambling here. So anyways, just make the best out of what you can have at the moment. That's the only thing that you can truly have. It's what you have in the moment. And I try to not say much about good things, because most people, I think, know how to react with good things. Most people know how to deal with good things, because good things usually make you feel good. You feel like content, you feel happy, you might feel temporarily happiness or joy, which, by the way, that's another concept, that happiness should be all the time. Now, happiness is a temporary state, like sadness tends to be temporary. All of the emotions tend to be fluctuating, so it's not like a static, or at least I hope not. I hope that people's life aren't just statically one emotion, but it fluctuates. So when you have bad things happening, usually they're felt with more intensity, because a lot of the times, of course, we don't want to be hit with bad things. We don't want to even accept bad things, because bad things often makes us feel bad. But the sooner one comes with that realization that they will happen and you're just going to roll with it, the less it will feel like it won't feel as intensely low as if you keep the perspective that bad things should not happen. Anyways, I hope that you make the best out of this year and all of the years that come through. And I want to thank you, everybody, for watching me and for being here with me. And I hope to make many more videos to be entertaining for you guys. I hope that I can provide content and be of somewhat, mood lifting for the day. And yeah, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I really mean that. I have started this channel to help people. I have no interest in making this like my career or be a, blogger or something like that. I know what it's called. I just want to help people, genuinely help people, and be of some entertainment. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.